Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLMs, that's anti-multi-level marketing, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. I'm bringing you yet another reaction video today. If you watched my video on Wednesday, it's been a little bit harder for me to create deep dive videos. These have been a little bit easier for me, and a lot of you guys keep sending me stuff, so I wanted to bring some of this stuff to the table, show you guys what I was given, what I found. There's certain things I found too. I also wanted to go over a few comments that I've gotten recently, so that'll be at the end. But without further ado, let me scooch over and let's take a look at this first post. I was tagged in this post by one of you guys. It's of an Arbonne rep who is looking at all of her Arbonne products in her cupboard, cabinet, whatever you call it. And yeah, there's a lot of Arbonne product in there. I wonder just how much money worth of product is in there. But the reps aren't the best customers. They are. Let's read the caption. Anything but an MLM. God save me from the boss babes. Don't suggest it if you sell it. No pyramid schemes. Can we talk about these kinds of comments? Yeah, let's talk about them. Number one, pyramid schemes are illegal. So if you are talking about a B Corp company, you don't need to worry about that. Other B Corps, including Ben & Jerry's, Athleta, Panagonia? I've never heard of that one before. And I don't know if I pronounced the other one right. Can you tell that I don't really shop at any of these places? Well, Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's, I do for sure. That is an ice cream that I will definitely eat. It is a voluntary, rigorous certification process that legally binds us to more than 100 points of inspection, including ingredients, environmental policy, and financial equity for all employees. Don't trust me, trust them. Number two, I get paid nothing for signing up a warm body. Nothing. So if this isn't a good fit for you, trust me, sister. I am not trying to convince you. I do believe in the power of holistic health to change your life, though. Clapping emoji. This is something that I didn't look into it for Arbonne. I can't remember if they do, because the last time that I looked into Arbonne was a really long time ago. But I can't remember if they do get anything from the starter kit that the rep signs up with. However, you may not get something from the initial startup, which again, I don't know, but any ex-Arbonne reps, if you want to leave it in the comment section below to clarify. So let's just say that yes, she's correct. That doesn't mean that you don't make money off of them for whatever they sell, for whatever they buy, because you're making a commission off of that. That's the way that multi-level marketing companies work, is you make money off of your downline. So while maybe the initial sign-up fee, you don't make anything, but you make something off of them in the end. Number three, most professionals you know make money on a sale of some kind. Your insurance agent, your hairdresser, your local boutique, that influencer you follow, unless they are a public servant. The vast majority of our jobs involve commerce of some kind. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to stop going to my local shops because they happen to be owned by someone I know. In fact, I deliberately choose to support people I know and trust. It's great that you support small businesses, but MLM reps are not small business owners. You didn't create that product on your own. You didn't do anything of that on your own. You have no control over anything with that. And the market saturation is absolutely bonkers. Not to mention because they like to compare themselves to franchise owners, which is, no, you're not the same. The two are very, very, very different, because with franchises, they do a market analysis of the area, because you're not going to sign up. You're not going to open a McDonald's right next to another McDonald's. That's just not going to happen. Whereas with MLM companies, they will recruit anybody with a pulse. Your neighbor can be doing it. Your neighbor's neighbor can be doing it. Your neighbor's 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 neighbors can be doing it. All of their family and friends can be doing it. And eventually you're going to recruit everybody. So you're not going to have anybody to recruit. Then to compare it to insurance agents, hairdressers, local boutiques, influencers, that kind of a thing. First of all, if you're an insurance agent for an MLM company, no. But if you're an actual insurance agent, then that's a little bit different because you are not working for an MLM company. That's different. Then a hairdresser. I'm sorry, but I am willing to pay my now friend, who is also my hairdresser, I'm willing to pay her the money that she deserves to get paid for the time and effort that she puts into making my hair beautiful and making me feel beautiful, and also just having a nice little chat and having a little bit of me time and girl time. She deserves every penny I give her to support her business, because she does have her own salon, to support everything. She deserves every single penny of that. On top of that as well, my hairdresser went to school. She went to cosmetology school. She is constantly getting certifications for many different things. She's constantly going back and learning more things. So I would much rather put my money towards someone like that than someone like, if we want to compare in the hair care industry, to someone like Monat, who may not know anything about hair, who doesn't know the science behind hair. There are a lot of hairdressers that are part of Monat, but let's say that it's a non-hairdresser person. I would much rather go to my hairdresser, my hairstylist, and just make sure, hey, what do you think of this product? What do you think of the ingredients in this product? But maybe that's just me. Then, of course, the local boutique, that's a small business. That is a small business. I have a friend who has a small boutique. I support her as well. It's called rebelliaclothing.com. So, and I bought from her. I love her stuff. The next one, the influencer that you follow. I personally don't like the word influencer. I really don't. I prefer content creator, that kind of a thing. I don't like the word influencer because it does have a bad rep, I guess you could say. I don't like it. So, but there are good and bad influencers. That's something that I will say. There are some that are unethical, but there are others who I know, and I know personally, or who are my friends, that I'll buy from them. I have the like to know it and the reward style thing, whatever. It's an affiliate thing, but I have friends that have that too. So if my friend posts something and I want to buy it, heck yeah, I'm going to use her link. Absolutely, I'm going to use her link, especially if it's something cute. Anyway, moving along. Number 4, many of the objections you have about the industry are incorrect information, at least for me. I don't carry inventory. I don't have to do parties. I don't do auto ship or minimums. I don't need a certain number of people under me to be successful myself. Are you sure about the narrative you have in your head about your friend? I know I was very wrong with my preconceived notions, partially because I had seen it done badly. Not all of us are the same. Let's break this down. You say that you don't carry inventory, but did you see your cabinet filled of Arbonne products? You may not carry that to sell to people, but that's all of your products that you're buying personally. Are you using all of those products? Are you actually using all of those products? And it's just mind-blowing to me that the self-awareness is just not there. You may not have to sell that inventory. That's yours to keep. But if you don't see a problem with having a cabinet filled of Arbonne products, that many products, if you don't see a problem with that, I don't have to do parties. That's something that is kind of like an old school MLM thing, that they did the in-person parties. Some people still do the online Facebook parties. I still get invites for them, even though everyone knows I'm anti-MLM, but it's neither here nor there. But that is true. They don't have to do the same parties that they used to have to do, because that was just how they marketed back then. Marketing has evolved over the years, especially with social media, especially with the internet, all of that. It's definitely changed a lot. I don't do auto ship or minimums. I don't know what the PV is for Arbonne. I don't know any of that. So that's something I probably should have prepared for this video, because that I'm not 100% sure of. If I remember, I'll look it up and I'll try to put it in a pinned comment. Or if one of you guys knows, is that the right? Just leave it in the comment section below if you have any idea about that. I don't need a certain number of people under me to be successful myself. But you do have to have people under you to be successful. You can't just sell the products when it comes to MLM companies, allegedly, in my opinion. Then it says, are you sure about the narrative you have in your head about your friend? It's not a narrative though, Because if you're talking about the anti-MLM community or people who are anti-MLM, we have facts to back up what we say. We have facts that back up the percentages that we talk about. We cite our sources. So it's not a narrative, it's research and education. It's not a narrative. So then when she says not all of us are the same, how many times have we heard this with different MLM reps, with different MLM companies? MLM companies even say, we're not like your grandma's MLM. We're not like all the other MLMs. It literally just reminds me of not like the other girls, or if I remember to put it up on the screen, the meme that I talked about a while ago from Actually No Karen, I'm not interested in your pyramid scheme. And it says, I'm not like the other MLMs, I'm a cool MLM. I digress. Number 5. You cannot claim to support your friends and then bash direct sales because direct sales is among the only industries where there isn't a wage gap for women. You don't have to like this as a solution, but that doesn't change the fact that it is one. Ma'am, where's your source for that? I am beyond grateful for every single person who has supported me in any way. I'm so grateful to be able to do what I do, and I'm passionate about sharing it so others know it's an option for them too. Then she gives the earnings.arbonne.com because of course you have to do that when you talk about this kind of stuff, because you cannot be making income claims, and people should know about the income disclosure statement. They should be directed to look at that. You should be encouraging people to think critically and to research the company on their own. Because if they want to compare themselves to something like a franchise owner, well, franchise owners, at least I would hope, do their research into the company. They do their research into how profitable other franchises of this company are. How are they doing? Are they doing bad or are they doing good? Also, like I said before, the company itself does a market analysis of the area to make sure that there's not going to be too many, I'll use McDonald's again, too many McDonald's in the area. They want to make sure that their businesses are profitable as well. So I hope that people do their research. I'm glad that some of these reps are putting their income disclosure statements, or at least the link to it or whatever, in their posts. And I hope that they still encourage people to do their research, because if you're going to tell anti-MLMers to do their research, you bet your ass that I hope you're also telling people who are your potential recruits to do their research as well, because that would just be very hypocritical of you. This next video that I'm going to play, I was supposed to put this in my Q Sciences reaction video, and I don't know if you guys remember, but I said how she made her profile private, like right after I found the video. Well, I found it again because she made her profile public. So let's take a look at this Reels that she has on her Instagram.
Before you go away, can you give me some water?
You can't do it, can you? You can't swallow them all, can you?
I did.
Throw ain't big enough. I'll deep throw all these pills all at once. Whole pack and everything. It's biodegradable.
Let's chat about the caption and some of the little text that she put on the screen. So her caption said, 12 people in 3 weeks. Oh, but I thought this was an MLM company, not a pyramid scheme, allegedly, in my opinion. With Q Sciences, I'm able to fully focus on my number one at-home business. I was able to successfully find my 2 business partners in the first 2 days and was paid my very next week. But, oh, Lily is snoring like an old man. Again, I thought this was an MLM company, not a pyramid scheme. What I love most of all is that I'm not having to send out so many messages a day with the boring old, hey girl, I know this is random, but yeah, this business is not product pushing at all, though the products are amazing. Again, I thought this is an MLM company, not a pyramid scheme, but let's keep going. Speaking of, the products, they detox your body and pulls the heavy metals and toxins through the blood-brain barrier. There have been 33 clinical studies to prove our products help with ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, anger, etc. Where are those clinical studies? Because I didn't find them when I was researching Q Sciences, and I have an entire deep dive that's, I think, over an hour long on my channel. So yeah, cite your sources, okay? Cite your sources. But on top of that, the products detox your body and pulls the heavy metals and toxins from through the blood-brain barrier. What? In 3 weeks with Q Sciences, I have promoted twice and am on my way to promoting for a third. For those who have a full-time job looking for a passive income, or maybe you're looking to invest in a long-term investment business, this is it. Saturation rate isn't even 1% yet and is going to quadruple by the end of 2022. Do not miss this amazing opportunity. Comment below for product info or questions about the business. So saying that the saturation rate isn't even 1% yet, so that means that you're acknowledging that there is such a thing as saturation. Funny, because a lot of MLM reps like to say that there's no such thing as market saturation. But this is now part of your pitch. And notice how this entire caption is mostly about the business opportunity, about the recruiting, not about the products. Then to say that it's not product pushing at all, again, I thought this was an MLM company, not a pyramid scheme. Now we're going to move on to the next rep, and they are a monat rep. Let's see what she has to say.
I love meeting new people, but I just have to come on here real quick. I'll try to keep it super quick. I was just on a company training today and my mind is blown. So many good things, so many positive vibes. But the thing that really struck home was something I learned about MLMs today. Like, I've always loved them. I always seen the potential. I always seen the transparency, and that, you know, they had to be good products because they're word of mouth, right? You're not going to be promoting products. People aren't going to be buying kits of products that they don't love, right? And most times it's the passion that people want to move products. I mean, I knew they helped be part of the economy, but I had no idea how much. So I was kind of blown away. As you know, with everything with the lockdowns and whatnot, things are shifting. There's more and more online shopping now, whether it's Amazon, whether it's direct sales, multi-level marketing companies. They're all part of the Direct Sales Association. We had the lead, one of the head guys on there today, also a speaker, and he was like validating how direct sales are like very legitimate. You know, they're very
I wonder if he's saying they're very legitimate because he's part of the Direct Selling Association. So I wonder if his opinion may be a little bit biased. I wonder. And for her to say, oh, there's a lot of online shopping with the lockdown and stuff. There's also a lot of reps being recruited because a lot of these people don't have jobs or have been let go and they have nothing else. So some reps prey on that vulnerability and prey on that really hard time of the person and get them to sign up.
They kept a close eye on. You have to be licensed. You have to be transparent. You have to be responsible, truthful, have a great buyback policy. So there's nothing to be afraid of with MLMs because, like I say, they are governed to rules and laws, right? But there's over 100 in Canada that are licensed, over 1.2 million consultants with direct sales. Guys, that's a lot of people. This is just Canada. They're proven to be very, very successful, and they're up 26% over last year.
1.2 million consultants. That's your competition. That is all of your competition. So that shouldn't be something that you're excited about. That should be something you should be worried about, because who else are you going to recruit into your biz? Also, for her to say that they're transparent and everything, since when are MLM companies transparent? All of these numbers that she's talking about, she has no sources cited in her post or anything like that. This is just all that was said on the call. How do we know that this is actually true? How do we know that?
That's huge, 26%. You know, they have to follow a code of ethics. This is what really blew my mind. So when you're thinking Tupperware, you're thinking, Avon, Arbonne, Monat, all those direct sales companies, 31, they bring into the economy $7.3 billion. Like $7.3 billion.
I wonder if that's because the MLM reps are the MLM company's best customers. They're buying from the company. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
1.3 billion in taxes goes towards our schools, our hospitals, and our roads. So you don't have to like MLMs, but my goodness, our economy would suffer even more than it's suffering now without those people who are earning money, who are contributing, who they're purchasing things. There's, their tax dollars going into helping the economy. So MLMs are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They're thriving. They're nothing to be afraid of. They're very legitimate. I mean, there is some things you got to watch to check all the boxes off. There's a difference between an online scam than a network marketing company. An online scam, you don't know the company. You don't know what.
They're the same thing. MLM companies, in my opinion, allegedly are scams. So, and also they're legitimate, they're ethical. Some of them might be operating and following the rules, but there are plenty of MLM companies out there that we see all the time, the MLM reps and stuff like that, that are walking that fine line of being legitimate. And they're not ethical. They are not ethical whatsoever. I don't see anything ethical about an MLM company. I don't.
What the product is, and you're just giving money with nothing in return. Hi, Dina. That's more of a scam. But these, direct sales companies, like I say, they have to follow the code of ethics. They have to be transparent. They have to have buyback policies. But 1.3 billion in taxes comes from MLMs. Like, you guys, that's crazy. And don't mind me. I just did a shower and did my hair in a ponytail. I got to do my roots tomorrow, so I just did a pre-treatment. But anyways, off topic here. But 1.2 million consultants in direct sales in Canada. So they're not going anywhere. They are actually the new trend, okay? And what I really liked is with so many people out of jobs and everybody's kind of unsure what's going on. Like MLMs, multi-level marketing, it's just a business model, you guys. It's nothing scary. It's nothing, you love my roots. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a distribution model. No different than, the shoe guy comes with his shoes and he sells to this buyer and this buyer sells to this store and then the store puts it on the shelf. It's just distribution. MLMs.
There is a huge difference between what she's talking about and between MLMs, because that distribution that she's talking about, they actually get paid. They get paid.
MLMs just cuts out all the middlemen and goes right to the consumer, and a lot of the commissions go back into the consultants, right? And then there's that talk going around about, well, only 1% of people in direct sales make any money. Well, that might be true, but the ones that make money make a lot of money, okay? So be part of the 1%. And it's usually only the 1% that will do the do. They're the only ones that will do the, the trainings. They're the only ones that will show up and do the self-help with their podcast. They're the ones that will book the time out and, sacrifice things. The other people, the 8%, 99% that aren't making any money are just buying a kit and posting and hoping things work out. And well, if I make money, I make money. If I don't, I don't. But that's not.
Ma'am, sit down and do some research before you sit here and try to tell people that be proud of the 1%. You're trying to sit here and say how MLM is legitimate, they're ethical and all of that. But then you're going to say, be proud of the 1%. Are you in the 1%? Are you in the 1%? Be proud of the 1%? What? How is that even an argument? Here's the thing. People are so indoctrinated into the MLM that she's in that they're going to believe her. They're going to say the same exact thing to their friends and family, to their downline, to their team. That's how indoctrinated they are. How can you listen to this? How can you say that and still keep a straight face and talk about how MLMs are great? I'm just mind blown.
But that's not the model's industry's problem, right? That's not the business model's fault. But anyway, I just thought I'd come on. I was kind of pumped about that. And I just wanted to say, if you're thinking about joining a direct sales company or any kind of MLM, don't worry about what other people are saying, you know, because what other people are saying is they don't pay your bills, right? And ignorance is bliss. MLMs are here to stay. They're growing. They offer solutions when they offer people hope. People that don't have hundreds and thousands of dollars to open up their own franchise, people that don't have college and university degrees to go out there and have a trade, they, you know, they help the underdogs, but they also help the people who are go-getters too. So anywho, that's all I was going to say. And self-development is, that's the other thing they touched on too. They said MLMs kind of breed a new breed of people. People come out of their shell, they gain confidence, they have they learn skills, they come out of their shell, and it's just overall better self-improvement, okay? So like I say, if you're new to my feed, say hello. Thanks for watching. Oh, and please comment, because apparently Facebook is changing the rules, and if you don't comment, you won't see future posts, okay? So, bye guys.
That last part about how they're breeding new people, doesn't it kind of sound like she's in a cult, allegedly? That's what it sounds like to me. And the only reason why she wants people to I don't know if I just hit the tripod. The only reason why she's telling people to comment is, of course, yes, that's part of how the algorithm works. The more engagement you get on a post, the better it is for your post. The more those people will see your posts in their feed. But she's also doing it because it's also another way for her to contact you. Comment below and she'll probably most likely contact you in order to recruit you, because most likely it's not about the products, allegedly. So let's keep going, because there are a few more things that I wanted to show you guys. There's a video that is by, I had her in a reaction video, I think a few weeks ago. It's one of those network marketing guru types trying to sell courses online. Let's watch this video.
I just want you to notice, like, if you have any negative thoughts about the MLM business model, recruitment's going to feel really impossible for you.
Yeah.
You're never going to feel good selling it because you don't feel good about it yourself. Of course, no one's taking you seriously because you aren't taking yourself seriously.
Yeah.
And I think part of this is because you're in corporate.
Yeah.
And you make a lot more. But I think you're forgetting who thinks like this would be mind-blowing for somebody. And so I just want you all, I think it would be really good for everybody to do their work around their beliefs with this business model. Because if you are sitting there with the thought of no one wants to work hard, this is not legitimate, no one makes real money, or you're diminishing your success in this business because it's not flashy or sexy enough, you got to do your work.
Sorry, the whole tripod just moved because Zero just laid down and she literally pushed the whole thing. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm definitely not professional at all when it comes to having my dogs in here. I'm so sorry, guys, but as you can tell by that video, does that not sound like every other MLM training by an upline or by another one of these gurus? Does that not sound exactly the same? There's nothing new in there, but she's selling these courses for people to take in order to boost themselves in their biz. But there's not that little preview. People will buy it. Of course, people are going to buy it. But that little preview to me, it just, it means nothing. So let's read the caption. Of course, it's a long one because it's always long. Ready to transform your social selling hobby into a career? Notice how she calls it social selling. The Social Selling Academy will help you do just that. Take a behind-the-scenes peek at live coaching and witness the immediate impact it will have on your business. Immediate impact? Because it sounds so different than anything else that's out there for free. Here are just some results my students have seen. Highest sales month, more active teammates than ever, clarity on who I'm serving, and an influx of engagement on my socials. I'm seeing massive growth without having to work extra hard. Thank you for helping me change my mindset and enjoy the journey. I have signed 10 new business partners since January 1st. Never have I ever. I've also grown my Instagram following tremendously, gotten new customers, and just qualified for a trip. My highest sales month of my 3 years in a 28-day month, and I didn't even have to hustle, but I worked hard on the mindset taught in the academy. This works. The academy is packed with value, plus it is super affordable. You get lifetime access to weekly live coaching calls, a library of video trainings, and a membership to a community of like-minded women. Heads up, the price of the academy is going to double on July 1st. Doesn't that sound like FOMO? If you have been thinking about enrolling, do not wait. Join the Social Selling Academy today. Well, I hate to break it to the people who spent money on this, but you can literally find what she was just talking about in her little snippet. You can find all of that online for free. There are people who are MLM gurus, so to speak, that are on YouTube. They are, and I'm not trying to encourage people to continue with their MLM, but I'd rather see you save your money if you're going to continue with the MLM. I'd rather see you save your money than waste it on this nonsense, because this nonsense, it's just that. It's nonsense. It's not going to boost you in your business or anything like that. This next reel I thought was amazing. It's by someone who is against multi-level marketing, but I had to add it in here because I thought it was hilarious. I just had to say too that I had to take there was no music on that because I had to take it out. I didn't want to get a copyright strike or anything. So I thought that was great. I wanted to add that in here. The next post is by someone that I reacted to on, I believe it was Monday. And of course, she took a picture of her hair for monat. And it says, going to the gym gives you energy, but you need energy to go to the gym. Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. I swear the reps just reach more and more and more as I go through making these videos, because I think they're starting to feel the heat from anti-MLMers, and I think they're starting to notice that people are educating themselves and they are doing their research. As they always tell us to do your research. Well, people are starting to do their research, and I think that maybe they're not necessarily being affected, but they're probably getting more people being like, no, I don't support MLMs, or I'm very anti-MLM. But how are you trying to compare that to a pyramid scheme? Maybe I'm just dumb and I just don't understand where she's going with that. Maybe that's just what it is. The next one is of a high-ranking rep with someone from her downline. I have reacted to her before, months and months and months ago. But it says, almost 3 years ago in July, this babe blocked me, unblocked me, joined me in this crazy business, and became my best friend. Thank God for you and for you trusting me. Don't know what I'd do without you. That is not something you should be bragging about, that you probably badgered her so much that she blocked you. Then she unblocked you and somehow you got her to sign up. I don't know how she got her to sign up after badgering her, because I'm sure that that's exactly what she was doing. She's probably being really annoying about it. But yeah, that's not something I would brag about, really. Because no means no, and no is a complete sentence. So these reps need to understand that no means no. It's not that no doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. That's what was taught to me when I was in the MLM. And no, that's not how it works. No is a complete sentence, and no means no. These next two sets of comments I'm going to go over, I don't know if they're necessarily classified as trolling comments, but there's something that I wanted to bring up because I found, in my opinion, someone else might not agree with me, but in my opinion, I find these to be a little, I don't agree with them, and I wanted to bring them up because I think it's something important to talk about. So if you guys remember, I made a video about my hair thinning and how I was targeted by a monat rep. If you watched my video on Wednesday, you know that the hair thinning is a temporary thing because it happened due to me being pregnant. So that's why, like I said in that video, thank you so much for all of you who reached out to me and who supported me and everything when all of that was going on, and still going on, because my hair's still thinning, but it's not as bad as it was. I think it was just the shock of my body. It was gone. My hair was just gone. So that's something that I talked about in a video. And like I said, I talked about how to report reps to the FTC and the Florida Attorney General and to file complaints and all of that. I did also try to get in contact with Monat, but of course Monat wasn't very helpful. So I want to say everybody, but this one person was so supportive on that video and was so you guys are just amazing. You guys were amazing in that comment section. The support that I got, the love that I got from you guys, the stories that you guys told me about your hair thinning or your hair loss, or how you were targeted for that specific thing or another chronic illness. Just the amount of comments on that video was just amazing. So thank you for all of that. This was the only comment I got on that video that was not agreeing with the video, which I don't care. If you don't agree with me or if you have a difference of opinion, I want you to put that in the comment section. I want you to say that, because maybe your opinion about something, maybe we can have a discussion about it, and maybe I can look at things. There have been plenty of times where people have left comments and I've looked at things differently because I was like, I never thought of it that way. Interesting point. So I encourage people to leave both your opinions where you agree with me or where you disagree with me, because maybe there's something I just didn't catch or I didn't see. So this person said, no point to this video or the Florida Attorney General complaint. You need to get a job or a hobby or do something constructive with your time. I'm not an MLMer, but really you made a mountain out of a molehill. Someone is trying to help people and you want to squash them. So you're not an MLMer, but you're coming at me like an MLMer would, because that kind of sounds like an MLMer. So my response to this was, there is a point to this video. Who are you to gatekeep what someone can post on their channel? She wasn't trying to help, because if that's what she was genuinely doing, she would have apologized to my response instead of dirty deleting it. So I didn't have any kind of proof of what she said, which I did have proof, because I screenshotted that as soon as I got that message, because I had a feeling she was going to try to dirty delete it. I think that speaks a lot to her character. There's absolutely a point in reporting to the FTC and the Florida Attorney General. This is predatory marketing, and government entities need to be made aware. Maybe you should do something more constructive with your time rather than trolling on the internet behind an anonymous account. Thanks for the engagement though. It pushes the video into the algorithm even more. This person's response was, sorry that you missed my point. It was the sanctimony in it. I am so wonderful. I pursued this MLM with the Florida Attorney General, so you will be spared at shame. Whatever. This after you trolled a hair loss blog to find an MLM consultant to get in trouble. I like your anti-MLM videos. This one was a dud. It makes us question your research methods and ethics. I was so confused by that comment. So I responded and said, what are you even talking about? I'm educating people and showing them how easy it is to report and how we need to do this in order for the FTC and Florida Attorney General to be even made aware of what's happening. They don't police the internet looking for these types of things. That's why I wanted to show how to do this step by step, not to have some holier than thou complex, because I'm far from being superior to anyone on this earth. What hair loss blog did I troll? You do realize she came to my Instagram account because of my post talking about my hair thinning, correct? I'm not understanding how that is trolling, so please elaborate on that. I don't bait MLM reps. First of all, that's wrong to do in my opinion. Second of all, I don't have time for that kind of nonsense. How would a testimonial of something that happened to me make my research or ethics questionable? The person never responded, so I'm going to assume that they don't watch my anti-MLM videos, that they completely missed the point of that entire thing, because clearly they didn't watch the video. I didn't troll this person. They came to me through a hashtag. They came to me through the hair loss community on Instagram. They're the ones that are trolling, not me. So this person had some audacity to say the things that this person said on my video. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was I got a comment. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here we go. So I got a comment on, and this person's only commented on my channel 2 times. The last comment was on an anti-MLM true crime hybrid video that I had. And they actually said that the rep I was talking about, the victim of a murder, who just so happened to be an MLM rep, that they had a very choice set of words talking about how that person was terrible. I don't care if you're in an MLM or not. I don't care. They do not deserve to be murdered. So that to me already set me off. That was the first time that I ever saw this person comment, and I never responded because I was so livid, I didn't know how to respond. But on the video that I posted, when was it? 2 weeks ago, I think, or something like that, about how there was a monat rep who told her story about how she had a situation with an online, I'm probably going to get demonetized if I say the word, so I'll just bleep it out, that was on her live, got onto her live, and then did some things in front of the camera. And I wanted to bring awareness to it because that to me was just, I don't care if you're in an MLM or not. That's wrong either way. That's a situation that can escalate. A lot of you brought up a very good point in the comment section that if you're a true crime watcher or if you consume that kind of content, that can absolutely escalate. And I agree, because a lot of times they just test the waters to see what they can get away with, and then it's a whole, it becomes a whole much bigger thing than just going on camera and doing what this person did. What they did was disgusting. So this person commented and said, MLM reps are online that ruin people's lives all the time, and you're upset about a troll being mean. Where is your head at? First of all, yes, MLM reps can be predatory online. They can have predatory marketing tactics. That is something that, yes, that is true, because they prey on the vulnerable. They try to find people at a low point in order to pitch them this beautiful dream life. So yeah, that is true, but that is more of a predatory marketing tactic as opposed to this person who, if you watch that video, is, in my opinion, that's a dangerous situation, because like I already said, it can escalate. My camera cut out, so if I'm in a different position, that's why. But here is what I responded to this person with. At the end of the day, MLM reps are victims of indoctrination with these MLM companies. They may use predatory marketing tactics, and some of them do have questionable morals. There are always going to be bad apples everywhere, even within the anti-MLM movement. However, this is not just a troll. This is something that can escalate. My head is exactly where it's always been. Focus on helping women see the light and get out of these predatory companies or not join them to begin with. This isn't anything new. My opinion has always been the same, so this may not be the channel for you. There are other creators out there, and we all have different approaches, which is true. There are so many creators that are making anti-MLM content now that there's someone for everybody. And also, I might be too nice for some people. Some people might want someone who goes a little bit harder for the reps. I've had people tell me all the time that you're too soft on these reps, you're too nice to these reps. And I'm actually gonna sit here in the middle now. And that's fine. I'm not for everybody. So that's why if you don't like my content, I'm okay with that, because as long as the anti-MLM word is getting out there, as long as education about the anti-MLM movement and about these MLM companies is getting out there, that's what I care about. If you don't want to watch me, but you want to watch somebody else, that's fine. But the thing is that my mission, or I guess my thought process, is not going to change on this channel. It's always been the same. But anyway, that is what I had for you guys today. And I'm so sorry that the camera and the tripod have been repositioned plenty of times so far. But we actually have a storm that's coming through. It's supposed to be here for like the next 2 days or something. So Zero has been with me. She's been attached at my hip because she gets really scared of these types of things. She doesn't like storms. She doesn't like loud noises, and it's been very, very windy. The rain gets really loud. I'm actually shocked that it held off enough for me to be able to film today. You might have heard a little bit of it, but it hasn't been nearly as bad as it was this morning. So I'm kind of happy that I was able to do that. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below about all of the stuff that I discussed today. And I'll see you guys in my next video. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye.